Hi friends! For our story today, we are going to read Pablo's Tree. The author of this book is Pat Mora, and the illustrator is Cicely Lang. Who can tell me what an author does? Good job! If you said an author writes the words, great job, friends. And what does an illustrator do? An illustrator draws the pictures. Super job. Now let's review the parts of a book. This is the front of the book. This is the back of the book. Good job. And this is the spine. Great job. It's what holds the pages together. Super job reviewing that. Now, what do we think this book is going to be about? It's going to be about a day at the beach. I don't see an ocean or sand on this picture. Let's look at the picture to try to figure it out. What do you think this story is going to be about? Looks like a tree with different objects on it. Maybe they're special objects to this boy. Let's read the book and find out what happens. Here we go. I'm ready, Mama, I say. I'm ready for my birthday visit to Lito's. Hurry, Mama, I want to see my tree. I wonder if Lito, my grandfather, remembered. I wonder if he remembered to decorate my tree. I ask, Mama, did Abuelito decorate my tree? He seems very excited. Your grandfather does not forget to decorate your tree, Pablo. Do you have your suitcase? What new birthday toys are you taking to Abuelito's? Asked Mama. I've got my purple car, my book about whales, my tambourine, and my flute, I say. Every year, I spend the night after my birthday at my grandfather's home. We sit under my tree. We play with my new toys. Every year, Lito decorates my tree for my birthday visit. Maybe my grandfather forgot. Are you sure he did not forget? I ask. I'm sure, says Mama. Please tell me, Mama, I say. Tell me what Lito put on my tree. Is it lights? Is it little piñatas? Mama smiles. Pablo, she said, don't you like a surprise? Come, let's go see your tree. As we drive along, I ask, is it little animals? Is it candy? My mother just smiled and winked. Lito, Lito, I say, I'm here, I'm here. Lito opens the screen door. His face is happy, like a full moon. Lito gives my mother a kiss and a hug. Lito, I say, I brought my new birthday toys. We can sit under my tree and play with my toys all day and all night. Lito and my mama laughed. Pablo, said Lito, hugging me. How is my big grandson? I give Lito a giant hug. He almost falls down. Pablo, says Mama, be careful. But Lito likes my giant hugs. Let's go see my tree, I say. Hurry, hurry, Lito. I take Lito's hand and pull him to the back door. How do you think Pablo is feeling right now? Good idea. Maybe he's happy. Maybe he's excited or anxious. When I see my tree, I run to it. I touch the tiny colored bells and wind chimes. Oh, I say, I run around the tree, touching the bells and the chimes. The wind blows and my tree jingles and rings. I gave Lito another giant hug, and again I almost knocked him down, but he just smiled. Mama gives us each a goodbye kiss. We take her to her car. We put my suitcase in my room. Lito throws me an apple. We take the bag of toys out to the table under my tree. Lito plays my flute. He says, "Pablo, do you remember the story of your tree?" I run around and around my tree. I touch the branches so the bells and chimes ring. And I shake my new tambourine. One day, my mother came to this house, I say. "Yes," says Lito. "Your mother said, I'm going to adopt a baby." I went to the nursery down the street and bought a small tree. I said, "This tree is for my grandson." Your mother said, "Ah, Papa, what if the baby is a girl?" I said, "I love little girls, but this tree is for my boy." "If it is a boy, he will have your name. He will be Pablo too," said your mother. Lito stops and smiles. Then he asks, "What did we buy for the new baby, Pablo?" "You and Mama bought bottles and blankets for me," I say. "Yes," says Lito, laughing. "We waited and waited for the phone to ring. We waited for the words, 'Come for your baby.' I watered your tree, but I didn't plant it. I waited for you." First, I put the little tree in the front yard near the sidewalk. "No," I said, "this spot is too noisy for my boy's tree." "Then you put it there, in the rose garden," I say, "but you saw too many thorns. Then you put my tree here." One day, says Lito, the phone rang. Your mother called. Her voice was full of smiles. She said, "Papa, guess what?" I said, "When do I see my boy?" Your mother laughed and laughed. She said, "Papa, how did you know?" I put your tree by the front door to welcome you. I washed my face and combed my hair. I looked out the window and waited for your mother's car. I went out front and walked back and forth on the sidewalk. Then I saw it. I watched your mother lift you out so carefully. I looked at you and you looked at me. Your mother said, holding him, "Hold him, Papa. Hold Pablo." "You fit just right in my arms," I said. "Pablo, come and see your tree." Then I said, "Come, let's plant Pablo's tree." Your mother held you while I got my shovel and watering can, says Lito. Carefully, I dug a hole and planted your tree here, in the sun. I say, and the tree grew and grew like me. On your first birthday, says Lito, I hung streamers on your little tree, yellow, orange, and red. I carried you out to see them, and I grabbed them in my fist, I say. On your second birthday, I tied balloons of every color, says Lito. You ran around and around your tree. I lifted you up to touch your balloons. You did not let me rest. On my third birthday, you put paper lanterns on my tree. And what was on your tree last year? Asked Lito. Bird cages, I say. You put tiny bird cages all over my tree, and this birthday is bells and chimes. I race around and around my tree. I touch the branches, and they ring. Lito and I sit and listen to the wind. We listen to my tree. We munch our apples. I ask, what will you put on my tree next year? Lito, I wonder. Lito chuckles and winks. Pablo, that's a surprise. What do you think that Lito will put on Pablo's tree next year? Share with someone in your family. Great job listening to that story today, friends. I will see you next time.